Welcome, yogis. So, this practice is dedicated to spring and it's an awakening of the inner thigh area and the outside line of the body. So, we're going to be moving through a lot of shapes that are facing the long end of our mat versus the short end of the mat today. Thinking about ways in which we can let go of any attachments to the way that things need to be in our lives and in our bodies, and thinking about how we can use this idea of spring as an opportunity to move forward. Okay, this idea of creating plans, creating ideas, creating and manifesting our dreams, and then taking little baby steps forward towards the things that we want to receive and achieve. So, this is about dreaming big, starting again, new beginnings, fresh perspectives, creativity. So, these are the things that I want you to have in the back of your mind as you're flowing through the practice with me today. We're going to start with a cross-leg position. Some of you might want to grab a block or a cushion to sit on, so bringing that underneath your bottom if it helps for you to feel more comfortable in your seat. And then sitting nice and tall here, palms facing down for a moment, palms facing upward. Okay, the season of receiving, the season of manifesting our dreams. And I want you to sit tall with the chest broad, crown of the head lifting up towards the sky, this feeling of ease around the shoulders, around the neck. And take a moment to soften the space in between the eyebrows, around the outside corners of the eyes, relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And just noticing how it feels to be here as you let go of everything that is happening in the world around you. All of your attachments to the things that you were doing in the moments before this one. And then just for a moment, letting go of any thinking about the future, so that you're drawing yourself into this place of presence, the ability to be here in this moment. Noticing all that there is to notice as we work our way through the practice today, moment by moment. Now let's just start to slow down the breath and draw our awareness to the breath. So as you take your next breath in, breathing in through the nose. Sitting taller as you breathe in, but letting that breath draw down into the lungs, maybe even down towards the belly, and that feeling of expansion in all directions around the heart, forward, backwards, sideways. Notice how it feels as you exhale, everything just slowly coming back towards center, and then that energy working its way back out of the body. Think of the inhale as you draw energy into your system, drawing in this opportunity for fresh moments in time, fresh beginnings, fresh potential, fresh ways of thinking and being. Feel the expansion all the way around your heart. And as you exhale, drawing back to center everything that you need to hold on to, and that ability to easily let go as you exhale. Let's take another big breath in together. Big breath in through the nose. Expansion. Drawing in what we need more of, what we want more of. And then that exhale is a reminder of the need to let go, to make space for the new. When you finish that breath, just take a moment to set an intention for your practice, for your day. When you have an intention in mind, just slowly, slowly start to open the eyes here. Lifting the bottom, releasing the block from underneath you. And let's go ahead and take our right leg out to the side of the room. Toes point back towards us. Left leg is bent, drawing in towards the center of our body. Sitting nice and tall on the in-breath, and just slide the hand down towards the foot. Options: take the other hand to the lower back, or reach it up to the sky, or maybe even reach it over towards the side of the room. And just noticing how it feels to get into that outside line of the body. Inside and outside line of the body are areas that sometimes we tend to neglect. We spend a lot of our time in our moving practices working into the front and back of the body, the areas that we most obviously feel and see. And yet these inner and outer areas of the body are often the ones that carry the support and load. and where we store a lot of our tension. One more breath. And then sitting up nice and slowly as we inhale. On the exhale, twisting to the right side, taking the hand to the outside of the opposite thigh, other hand behind us to the ground. Big inhale here. Lengthening the spine. Big exhale, twisting, looking over our shoulder. Ribs, chest and shoulder drawing around here. Just mobilizing through the thoracic spine here. Big breath. One more. And then slowly unwinding. And let's change those legs over. So extending now the left leg away. Toes point back towards us. We sit nice and tall here. On our exhale, we slide the hand down towards the foot. Inhale, sweeps the arm up to the sky, or one of the other options, and just finds a position that allows us to access into side body here. Shoulder draws back, fingers reaching, gaze wherever feels comfortable for the neck. Nice and relaxed. Finding that sense of ease, just noticing if there is symmetry in the body or if there are these subtle layers of imbalances that we can become aware of or more aware of. Take another big breath here. And then we slowly come on up to a seat. The inhale lengthens our spine. Exhale twists us now over to the opposite side. So right hand to the outside of left thigh, sitting tall on the in-breath. Exhale, drawing us around just a little deeper. Everything around the spine, hugging in. And just thinking about this class, this practice, as creating space, removing the layers of everything that's been before. Exploring how things feel in this moment, no attachments to the past. When you finish the breath that you're on, just slowly coming back to face forward, and let's make our way to tabletop position. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. On our inhale, soften the belly, front body opens. On the exhale, rounding through the spine, finding some space through the side body and back here. Inhale back through center, moving through the cat and cows, just releasing any lingering tension in the lower back, chest or shoulders. One more round of movement just like this. And when you're ready, just coming back into neutral. Hands walk forward a little, tuck the toes, lifting the knees, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And just walking the dog here if it feels good, finding a little bit of space through the back of the legs. Hands are pushing the ground away so the hips are lifting nice and high. We want to be thinking about this freedom in the inside and outside edges of the body here. So let's just slowly navigate onto the outside edge of right foot, inside edge of left foot, and just begin to lift the hips up higher so you're feeling it a little through the side body. And then go ahead and change direction. So inside of right foot, outside of left foot, pushing the ground away with the hands, just a little bit more space. Perfect. And then turn the feet to face forward. Inhale, right leg rising. Exhale, stepping the foot between the hands, left knee down. Come onto the top of the foot as you reach the fingers to the sky here. Take a nice big breath as you sink into those hips here. Turn the palms to face forward, nice lift of the heart as you cactus the arms. Chest open, open to receiving. Take a nice big breath. Nice, and then hand down, right hand to the sky, shoulders draw back. Big breath. And then take the hand to the ground, tucking left toes, lifting the knee, lifting ourselves up into warrior two. Fingers reaching away from each other here. Flipping the right palm up, hand reaching up and back, left hand traveling down, left thigh. Awakening through the side body, finding that sense of ease here in the body here as well. And then slowly bringing the hands to heart center as we bend left knee, sinking into Skandasana, chest lifted. Some of us might take left arm in front of left thigh, add in a twist here, right hand to the sky, getting into that inner thigh area here. One more breath. And then slowly start to push down through the feet, coming back into warrior two. Right arm to the thigh, left arm reaching forward, awakening side body once more. Nice big breath. Skandasana again, left hand, left knee bends, hands to the heart, lifting up through the chest. Hands to the ground, turning to face the mat, right knee down now. Second side, fingers to the sky. We bend the elbows, chest lifts, open to receiving. Take a nice big breath. Hands to the ground, lifting the right knee, tucking the toes, heel down. Inhale, warrior two, coming through to peaceful warrior, sinking in to the front hip here. Take a nice big breath. Hands come to the heart, bending right knee, coming into our Skandasana. Right arm in front in front of right thigh, left hand reaching up and back. Take another big breath. Feet push into the earth. We come back up to warrior two, left arm to the thigh, right hand reaching up. Notice how that feels through the body. Slowly making our way to the second round of Skandasana. Nice big breath, awakening of the inner thigh. Hands to the earth. Turn back to face the top of the mat, stepping back to our plank. Chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Tug those toes under, lift up through plank. Finding your way to downward facing dog, taking 3 big breaths here. Hands pushing the earth away, thighs reaching back, hips nice and high. Notice how it feels to pause and explore. Slowing things down. One more breath. On your inhale, right leg rising. Step the foot between the hands, left heel down 90 degrees. Inhale, briefly to warrior two. Now we're straightening both legs, both feet turn to face the long end of the mat. Bending the knees, heels draw in, sinking down into our goddess pose. Hands on the thighs to begin with, chest lifting. Nice and deep into the stretch, feeling the power of release through the inner thigh. Let's cactus the arms here, minus the puffy chest though, elbows in line with shoulders, fingers nice and fierce. Take a nice big breath. Option to add a little flavor and fire by coming onto the balls of the feet, either lifting one heel or two. Sink a little deeper into your shape if that feels good. Find a steady place to focus. Notice how your mind is doing. Sink a little deeper. One more breath. Heels down, right forearm to the thigh, left arm reaching over. Still getting into the inner thigh. Leaning over now, opposite side. Finding some space continually through the outside line of the body. One more breath. Straightening ourselves back up to standing tall. Turn the heels out to face the thin end of the mat. Fingers interlaced behind the back. Coming into a simple forward fold. Option to bring the hands to the ground if you prefer. Take a nice big breath here. Head heavy, neck relaxed, letting go of any tension. The option to be upside down, offering us this opportunity to change our perspective, freeing ourselves of any limitations, any expected ways of being and doing, and opening ourselves up to our fullest potential. One more breath. Lower the hands to the ground. Walk yourself back to face the top of your mat, stepping back to plank. Chaturanga. Choice of uplift. Chest forward, shoulders back. Linger here for a moment. Notice the space that you create. Tuck those toes under, lift up through plank, downward facing dog. Nice big breath as you lengthen through the back of the body. And then lower the knees down as wide as you can. Sink the bottom back towards the heels, reaching the fingers forwards, forehead to the mat. Wide knee child's pose. And just pause here for a moment, linger in the space that we create for new beginnings. Simple practice to awaken the body. Start to walk the arms over to the right side of the mat. Left fingers creep a little further than right. Awakening once again into that outside line of the upper body. Nice big breath. Coming back through center, moving over to the left. Now, right fingers creep a little bit further away than left. Notice how it feels in this direction. When you finish that breath, slowly coming back to center, walking the hands in towards you. Let's scoop the feet to the side, bottom to the ground, and carry those legs out ahead of us here. Left leg out ahead of us, right knee into the chest, picking the foot up and taking it across to the outside of the left leg. Sitting tall as we breathe in. Toes point back towards us on an exhale, twisting to the right side of the room, hugging the knee in towards the arm, in towards the body. Right hand to the ground beneath us, sitting tall on the inhale. Exhale, twisting and releasing. And thinking of this twist as an opportunity to let go of the past, an opportunity to release any attachment to how things need to be. And using this mindset of anything is possible. One more breath as we sit taller. Exhale, twisting just a little deeper. Your practice, your story. Tuning in, being the only thing that we need to do, day by day, minute by minute. What do I need, moment to moment? With that in mind, just gently unwind, simple twist over to the left. Coming back through to center, straightening the right leg out, drawing left knee into the chest, picking the foot up and carrying it to the outside of the right leg, right toes towards us. Big breath in as we inhale. Crease of the elbow and knee connect. Left hand behind the lower back. Breath in to sit tall. Breath out on the exhale. And creation of space around the heart, the thoracic spine. Allowing us to draw more energy in. More opportunity for fresh beginnings. New ways of exploring how the rest of the year might look for us. With a commitment to noticing our habits, our patterns, and exploring ways in which we can move towards this sense of harmony on the inside and outside. One more breath. Slowly, slowly unwind, face forward, gentle twist over to the right. Releasing to face forwards as we release the leg down, slowly working our way onto our backs. Taking a moment to hug the knees into center, taking hold of the feet, drawing the knees down either side of our body, happy baby pose. And taking some time to either be still or roll a little side to side, just releasing through the groin, finding some freedom in the body. When you finish the breath you're on, releasing left foot to the ground, crossing right ankle over left knee, drawing the knee in towards your chest, either interlacing the fingers behind the thigh or in front of the shin here. Noticing how this feels to release through the back and outside line of right hip here. In Chinese medicine, spring is related to the meridian lines of liver and gallbladder. Liver is thought to be the great planner, the creative part of the partnership, coming up with the ideas, creation of our dreams. And gallbladder is the partner which makes those dreams become a reality, person or organ that allows us to take steps forward in terms of action. It's when you feel like you're a little stuck, taking time to come to the shapes that allow us freedom of the inside and outside line of the body, giving us a little boost of our creative juices. Let's change the legs over, so right foot to the ground, left foot crossing over right knee, lifting right foot up, holding the shin, the back of the thigh. Noticing how it feels in this direction. Tuning in day by day. How do I feel today? What do I need? Am I heading in the direction that I want to? And if I'm not, how can I make some simple changes that allow me to focus on new beginnings, new ways of getting where I want to get to? And even if I receive obstacles along the way, staying true to my goals. One more breath. Releasing the legs down to the ground and coming into our final resting pose here, Shavasana. Allowing the weight of the head and the shoulders, the spine, the hips, the arms and the legs to just gently melt down towards the ground. Starting to bring just the smallest movements back into the body as you wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reaching the arms all the way up overhead, inviting a full body stretch. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, giving them a hug as you roll a little from side to side, back and forth. Eventually coming to roll over and rest for a moment on whichever side feels best. Keeping your eyes closed, using your hands to slowly push the ground away as you lift yourself up to a comfortable seat. And just taking a moment to notice how you feel, both in the mind and in the body. Seeing if there is a way in which you can carry your intention for the practice with you into the rest of your day. Coming back to it again and again as a focus anytime that you might need it. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. Bowing our head to our hands in gratitude for the practice, in gratitude for our health. Namaste.